Hello, my name is Zach Figamom from Technology Management 272, and today I chose to explain or how to create a correlation matrix on a Excel worksheet. So we have our data here, which represents the department, marital status, gender, attrition, age, monthly income, total working years, and years since last promotion, which each all the way goes down to about 1,471 entries. So with that in mind, we're gonna look at the question or look at what the data should be representing. So create a correlation matrix for the following variables: monthly income, total working years, year since last promotion, and age. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to data analysis, and then we're going to go to correlation right here. We click OK. So then you click the input range, and then you go back to the data, and then you go to select all of the data entries for what was asked of us. You go all the way down, getting all those entries in there. You click there, click OK. You click labels in the first row, you go by columns, and then you click OK, and you should have your correlation matrix right here. So as we look here and try to expand this out a little bit, just give it a little bit. So this is your correlation matrix. So obviously age and age are going to be 1, monthly income are going to be 1 as well, etc., etc. You would expect to see ones right here. And so as we look at the monthly income and the age, you see you get somewhat of a small number, and the range could be from 0 to 1, with obviously 1 being the most correlated and 0 being with no correlation whatsoever. So you have about 0.497854 along the lines there. It's about halfway. So the correlation is not that much, but it does have some correlation, and it should be a factor in the data that was presented to us. So the next one would be age and total working years. This should be a little bit more obvious. The older you are, the most likely you've been working longer. So this is obviously a bigger number. Excuse me. And obviously that number is about 0.68, which is a lot larger with more correlation, more of a positive correlation to the data set. And then age and year since last promotion. Obviously age should not be a factor in how you get promoted or how long you've been promoted. It should be random. So this is why this is such a low number of 0.2165. And as we move on to monthly income, obviously it's 1 to 1, so that should be there. And then total working years and monthly income, that should be, it is actually in fact the highest correlation number that we have here. So the more you've been working at that certain company, the more income you should be able to earn. That's how it should work, and obviously this data proves so. And that's why we have such a high number of 0.77, 289, or 0.78, or no, excuse me, 0.77, which is the most correlation that we've seen in this entire data set. And then monthly income and year since last promotion. Now this might seem a little bit odd on how, like, obviously if you get a promotion, you get a higher income. So this is not the case, unfortunately. You have 0.3449. Which is represents a low correlation in monthly income and year since last promotion. And then as we move on to total working years, obviously 1 to 1. And these are blank because they're already represented on this side, so there's no need for it to be on this side either. So that's just the way it is if you're wondering why it's blank. And so as we move on, total working years and years since last promotion, again, there's not much of a correlation. It's there, but it's not really that important of a factor. So you see it's 0.404857759. um, and you could be an older worker but not get promoted and from the lack of effort, or you could be a young and gunning worker and be working your tail off and you get your year since your last promotion. So um, it just all depends really. This is just from the data that was presented, or at least all the near 1500 entries that we've had in that certain company. Um, and so that represents a total correlation matrix. Um, Using all this data, and obviously the two departments, we're going to ignore most of these anyways. Go back to the top. We're going to ignore the department because there's only two, which is sales and research development. The marital status, that shouldn't matter either. It could, but it doesn't at this in this certain case. The gender, obviously, that should not matter either. And the attrition, whether or not they leave the company, that does not matter either. But just for the sake of this demonstration, we're just looking at the age, monthly income, total working years, and years since last promotion. And obviously, when that came out, we come up with this correlation matrix. Again, it's simple. Just go to data, data analysis, and then you select all that data which you want to correlate and see how that works. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for your time in watching how to create a correlation matrix. I hope this helps with, or you can apply this to your future careers and maybe future projects and whatever may deem necessary for a correlation matrix. And thanks again.